we should get this started. Hello, I'm Wilko, and welcome to our first live for MAFS UK Season 10. I hope everything's working. It's been such a long time since I've sat here and been live with you. And we get to ask a question to one particular groom. What's your secret, Stephen?
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Every time I see that, backed by popular demand, there she is, Sassy. Hello, I'm Wilko, and welcome to Rehash Live. We are so in the thick of it, more than just the tip, maybe the shaft now, of MAFS UK Season 10. And there's been a little bit of mess, just a little bit. But I feel like it's getting better and better every single episode, especially when we have like dinners every third episode. All right, let's say hi to some people in the chat. Now, forgive me for the first live. I forget where all the buttons are and all the things. And I know people are watching on catch up are like, get to it. Get to the drama. And I'm with you. I want to get to the drama, but I need to say hi to some people. Not Davina says the intro kills me every single time. Kate Clark says, good evening, my lovely. Today I realized you're Australian. Is it not obvious? What do I sound British? I don't think so. Good morning from Texas. Kunamara girl. Also Fiona. And Olivia said, we're here for a meeting of the minds to find the holy spark. Oh, yeah, I need to get some sort of graphic made. Sorry, I really let the team down. And Jody says, I touch all the right buttons, which is not true, Jody. You've seen plenty of lives. You know that's absolutely not true. But if you mean these buttons, absolutely. All right, okay, let's get into it. There's so many things to do. Remember, we do actually have some
Memo me,
which I've got to remember.
Memo me.
There's at least one, but you can still email if you just want to quickly just go and record a little voice note. I haven't listened to them yet, so it could be a wild ride at the end of this. You can email them through memome@rehash.com.au. And remember, at any time, you can send a super chat. It really makes me feel good. And it looks like Scary Girl has already sent one. Thank you so much, Scary Girl, for your super chat. I really do appreciate it. Also, I see in the live chat now that there's people getting like crowns and stuff for being the most interactive. That's a good way for us to, you know, keep you hooked. Keep you hooked. Look at things work. All right, let's get into the trash, mess, and drama. There is so many things for us to cover off on, including not only the what's your secret, Stephen, drama, but there's some new intruder brides and grooms that have been announced, and I've just been like crazily trying to find all the information I can about them before we go live. So it is a bit ad hoc at the moment, but forgive me. Thank you to Olivia.
Chat.
I really do appreciate your super chat. And you're the #1 crown at the moment. I don't know what that means. Okay, all right, what are we going to get to first? Oh, God. Shall we just do it? Shall we just do it? Let's talk about Stephen. Clearly, Jekyll and Hyde. He's real calm, what I thought was emotionally mature guy at the wedding and the honeymoons, and then come moving into the apartment, the Love Lab Rat Maze, he completely changed. We got to see the real Stephen. Okay, so let's just do a quick fact check. Stephen, professional footballer, that was 14 years ago. His career didn't last long as a footballer, sadly, because he sustained injuries from an incident while walking from a nightclub. He got attacked. He didn't just trip and fall. From LinkedIn, it doesn't look like he's an investment banker, even though the show says that that's what he is. He does work for the Financial Ombudsman Service. Well, that's always a tricky one for me. He has also dabbled in acting. What a surprise. As he was offered a spot at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, but decided to stick with football. That did not turn out for him. He is apparently the reason... Okay. Where do I start with this girl? There's a girl. What? A girl on the outside, but he's on a love marriage relationship show. What? This has absolutely happened many, many times. The best part about this girl, her name is Melissa Stacey, she got them receipts. She's got a lot of receipts. Okay, so let's talk about her first. So he was in a bit of a situationship with Melissa Stacey, but then he said he was off to film a Netflix show, and that show turned out to be him playing the character of a shit TV husband on MAFS. Now, according to the TAB, that online article for the Trash Mess and Drama, not the betting service here in Australia, they found out that he hasn't thought, they can't find anything that he's acted in recently. Melissa has done a 3-part tell-all of about 8 minutes each, and I watched them all for us. That's what I did for you last night on TikTok. And she's not a natural storyteller, but the tea is good. So I've watched it all for you, and I thought that we could get to it because I don't want us to miss out on any of the bits and pieces that we absolutely need to know. So she makes it clear that it wasn't a full-on relationship at the start. It was like a situationship of sorts. And they would do like some cute things for each other. Please let this work.
Anything. So what I done was I made him and his children this really nice Valentine's Day hamper. Had all of his favourite like pick and mix sweets that he told me were like his favourite. Had like all of his favourite crisps in it. It had like gingerbread and like shortbread and like biscuits for the kids. Yeah, a bit of a kick in the face considering a week after that he literally vanished.
So they do this Valentine's Day thing, and then he just ghosts her for 6 weeks. I mean, come on. Now, I guess this first 6 weeks is the start of the drama show that he's on. And as you know, when you're an actor in something, even if you're an extra, for that entire 6 weeks, your phone is removed from you. It's not. Sure, while you're in costume and while you're filming certain things and sets and stuff, you can't have your phone. But I've never heard of that. I have a lot of friends who are actors, and if they're out filming something, I can still text them. So I don't fully know. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different on a Netflix show in the UK. If you're an actor and it is, chuck it in the comments and I'll get back to your comments very, very soon. So he then ghosts her for 6 weeks, okay?
So this was the screenshot of the last message that I received from him until he completely vanished from me. And he put, "Morning you, up and showered already, long day ahead today as I've got to drive up towards Peterborough. I won't be on my phone much today, so thought I'd give you the heads up in advance." Just to clarify, that message was from Monday, the 24th of February. And this was the day where he switched his phone off and I had no contact since.
The receipts are the best part. You know, because people can come forward and they can say stuff. People can say that I was in a secret relationship with him for years, but unless you've got receipts, nobody cares. But this Melissa Stacey, 2 first name, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I fully trust someone who has a last name as a first name. But anyway, she's got them receipts. Let's get to some of your comments quickly because I want to know what you're feeling about this, because maybe you've seen all this trash, mess, and drama. I feel bad for Lee. Elsid has said the obvious, which is we love receipts. Yeah, we do. Deb has said they need to ask the most recent Australian cast about how they were able to keep their phones. No, it's different. The production company is obviously different. Endemol, because of how they manipulate everything with the secret hard drives, they require to have, they have their phones for some of the time during filming, but their socials are completely taken off them. So it is a little bit different. Joanna said that, poor girl, although she did dodge a bullet. Yes, good. And Anna's like, oh, we've seen it. It's good stuff. Yeah, it came out a few days ago. But, you know, I can't talk about the spoilers in the episodes because then people would get very mad at me. Anyway, okay, so she gets sus after he just sort of sends this last message and then completely ghosts it. Now, she starts digging around and asking friends. She has this friend who's an executive producer and says, hey, what could be shooting at the moment that this guy could be on? And then they land on like either Love Island or Love is Blind. Because I guess, no, Love Island games are live, right? Or are they pre-recorded? I know the Love Island is live, not the US one is kind of as live-ish. Anyway, I guess he also would have applied for Love is Blind UK and Love Island anyway. Turns out she was dating Stephen Like she was like seeing Stephen right up until he was going on MAFS. It wasn't like official though.
And say, sorry, he's been filming. And I
This is when
said,
he's back.
filming? For what? Love is Blind? He said, no, it's a TV drama on Netflix. That was a lie, wasn't it, hun? I said, why the hell would you ask me to be exclusive with you and then vanish knowing you could have just been honest with me? Did I mean that little to you? He said, obviously I didn't mean to just ghost you or not message you, but they've had my phone from that day. I can't even have Insta on the production phone, just cast and crew members. Can't call out, so I've got a burner phone, which I'll now get your number and message you from there.
I've got a burner phone. I mean, shut up. Shut up.
Super chat.
Thank you to Brooke, who is a sweet baby angel and sent through a super chat. Good morning, SCA. How are you? Looking forward to this. And she whispered, cult meeting. Yeah, it is a cult. It's fine. We've all admitted it. It's fine. Thank you, Scary Girl and Olivia, and also to Sarah Ratty Pipkin, who I really appreciate for the super chats. You can send yours at any time. I love that he is still doubling down. He knows this is going to be on telly, right? He knows, but with this Melissa Stacey, he is doubling down that this is a Netflix drama. He's got the drama part right, but she's not on Netflix, okay? What else comes out from this? Okay, all right. So she's got so many receipts. And I mean, I screenshotted all of them. And if you want them, just email me and I'll send them all because there's so many screenshots that I had to like take a screenshot of out of the video. And I've got them all. But we could be here all day. But trust me, I read through them and they're all legit. Unless she faked them really well.
He then texted me after we got off the phone saying, how I've missed you and talking to you. I said, trust me, I feel that. He said, wish I hadn't agreed to do this poxy thing. I said,
poxy.
why? He said, because I wouldn't have been away from you. I said, I know, but you knew this obviously when you agreed to it. He said, but I didn't think it would be like a lockdown from the world kind of thing. I said, I guess.
You just don't get locked down like that. Like if you're an actor on a show, you still have free time where you would have your phone. Sure, once you're in production, your phone would be locked away. But while you're out in the world, you would still have your phone. Shut up with your bullshit. To the point where you had to get a burner phone? I mean, this guy, he sucks. But it's great for the show.
Where he obviously then got back and then continued seeing me. But he said, it's you that I want. I'm not losing you. You're not going to go anywhere. And obviously I gave him a hard time because he literally vanished for so long. So I said, actions speak louder than words.
So they're kind of dating. And he asks her to sort of like make it official. But he would absolutely, like when he gets back, I don't know if he's like officially back. Because they just said 6 weeks. So, and I think they film longer. So, spoiler alert, I don't think things work out with him and Nelly. Even though, you know, you'd have to be as delusional as Dean to think that things were going to work out for them. But when he gets back, they kind of sort of make it official.
And I ended things ultimately because I said, I know you're lying. And he was like, no. He was like, you're crazy. He was like, you've got trust issues. You need to trust me. So 2.5 weeks ago, I opened up my Instagram page, was scrolling on my Explore, and all of a sudden there's a picture of him in a suit. And there he was. So I popped him a cheeky DM because let's be honest, I wasn't impressed. When I tell you the man blocked me on Instagram, he blocked me on Instagram. 2 minutes later, my phone goes ping. He sent me a text. There was a few exchanges where I said that I'd happily love the world to see the real person that he is because the person he portrayed himself was a con. Spill the tea, yeah, wild. I said, you can block me on Instagram, babe, but the truth always comes out. He said, just a silly comment to make, really, isn't it? Especially when I'm happy with where I'm at in my life now. I'd like to think you are the same. I just said, it's the fact that you called me on a burner. I was clearly on your honeymoon abroad. It's the fact that you're a liar. Why did you come back and get with me after? I said, truth is always set free. I hope it was worth filming online and manipulating me for.
Well done, Melissa Stacey. You know what I mean? Like, all those receipts. Do better at your storytelling. And I like the natural nature of you just with your phone, and it was just too much for me. It was really hard to keep track of all of the things. So it turns out just before going on the show, Stephen was in this situationship where he asked her to go, let's go steady. And I'm confused. I don't know if anyone else has like fully watched them, but I was still a little bit confused over like, was it fully official ever? Because she said she broke things off. So was it like official? Anyway, he'd filmed. So he was kind of with this girl in a situationship. Then he went and filmed, and then he came back. Now this begs the question: the Z list or Z list, however you want to say it, wherever you are in the world, this celebrity that's low down on the list, was this Melissa Stacey that he slept with 2 weeks prior to going on the experiment? Is this who he's talking about, or is it someone different? Maybe it's someone he met filming in that Netflix drama. I mean, shut up. You can't write it. It's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Stephen obviously is a D-bag, and the way he plays his little gaslighting, manipulating games on text, it just checks out so perfectly for me. It just ticks all the boxes for me to go, this lines up. It would take a lot for me to be convinced that this isn't true, because he's gone to The Sun, the newspaper, and said, oh no, that's not true. We were never a thing. Honey, she got them receipts. You got to do, like, you've called her. There's so much evidence. You are so dumb. And this is from someone who is really, really dumb. So you should take offense to that. All right, that is the biggest part of this episode for the trash, mess, and drama. Let's get to some of your what? Okay. Here we go. Let's get to some. I'm just looking at some of the comments and people are getting serious. Okay, sorry, this is NDND. Not NDA. So the show needs to be cancelled because too many couples need to go. JR, Anita, Stephen, and Lee with their partners need to go. The shocking way in which Stephen has turned around is concerning. I just edited that for you. Is Melissa a celeb? That's the question, not Davina. That's a huge question. Do I think they had the spark? I guess maybe to begin with, but remember, having the spark to begin with isn't always a good thing. Oh, has he, Peter? Okay, good. I should go and see that. I didn't see that this morning. I was too worried about the new intruder brides and grooms that we've got. And yeah, and Liz is absolutely right. You can't deny them. It's like, I guess there's some stuff that you can fake. You know what I found really, really interesting is that if you know from the Australian season, if you didn't watch it, I don't want to spoil too much for it, but there was a particular couple in there and they ended up not going well. One's an entrepreneur and one's a warrior. And because he shared receipts like this, she ended up getting some sort of taking him to court and saying that this was sort of like a weird sort of revenge porny thing because they had some sort of sexual nature in it, which I don't know. It's so murky dropping receipts like this these days, because I don't know if Ryan, giving it away. I don't know if the warrior was thinking that he was going to be pulled into court for some sort of revenge porn by just dropping receipts. But I guess when people are like, no, this is what you said, here are the receipts, then I say drop them. I say drop them. Let's get to a couple more comments before we move on. Stephen and Nellie's trajectory is very similar to Dan and Sandy on MAFS UK. Yes. Oh, I remember Sandy. She was quite nice. What happened to Dan? Was he, I don't think I have it here. I don't have beast mode. I haven't set it up. I'm so sorry, guys. It didn't take him long to slip into beast mode. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for following. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh no, not beast mode. I think Lozzie Pop says, oh my God, they're still going to court, aren't they? It's never ending. I think they went to mediation. That was the last thing that I heard, because I wrote this whole video on Jackie and Ryan. I've just given away their names now. But there was too much stuff that kept changing on a daily basis, and they went to mediation, and I haven't heard anything since. So I guess I should follow that up for the fans of the Aussie one. But we're talking about the UK. Also, while we're on the videos, let's talk about Dean and Sarah. What a time for people to be alive to watch Sarah. The biggest moment for me, and you saw me talk about it in the rehash, was when she tries to say something nice because she's on her redemption arc and she's saying like, oh, I want to give him a wee cuddle or maybe I should give him a kiss, whatever. And, you know, we're really trying. And then she does this. I love it. I love it. I'm also a little bit concerned. I saw some people on Reddit say the same thing, that is this breaking her? Now, I know that she hasn't been nice, but again, we want to be better than what Sarah is on the show, so we don't want to be complete assholes either. And I hope that this doesn't completely break her, because remember, it is highly edited. So even though she said all these things and they have sort of manipulated it in a certain way, there's probably another side to her that we don't get to see. It's very one-dimensional. I know people hate it in the comments when I say things like that. But again, it would be irresponsible of me to just go, this is exactly who she is and destroy her. That's ridiculous. And also people coming for her looks and stuff. If you come for her looks online, you're no better than her coming for Dean. Does that make sense? That's all. But Dean has been overwhelmed by the love and support.
Hello, you lovely lot. I just wanted to send a message out there to kind of say thank you for all of your kind words and support. A lot of you are saying don't change and be who you are, stay true to yourself. And I can't lie, yesterday was a tricky one. It was tricky to watch, but your love and support has been very, very well received, and it has helped put a smile on my face. I am usually sunshines and rainbows all the time, as much as I can be. Sometimes you can't be, you know, but you just try to be when you can. And you guys are definitely helping put the smile back on my face. So thank you so much. I appreciate that love and kindness. I'd much rather be a Care Bear than a bad boy any day of the week. So don't worry, I won't go changing being who I am. And thank you once again for all the kindness, all the love, and keep spreading that kindness and positivity. There's too much meanness and not niceness in this world. So just keep being positive, keep being happy, keep smiling. Smile when you can, you know, laugh at life before life laughs at you. That's what my granddad always used to say. So yeah, we'll smile through, and just keep spreading that positivity, that love. And I appreciate you so, so much.
Too late, Dean. Life has already laughed at me a lot. Way before I have a chance to laugh at it. Hey, just a reminder, in the link in the description of this video, you can click on a WhatsApp link and send me a text if you want to join me for the end of the show. We can have a chat live on the air on here. So you can send me a message and say, Wilko, I want to chat, and I'll call you at the end of this. Also, you can still send your memo me's. Got a couple there that we will absolutely get to.
Memo me! Memo me!
Okay, all right. Let's quickly talk about Devani, because I guess there's another girl. So Devani's ex-girlfriend, quote unquote, claims that he was dating other women during filming. So this girl has put up on TikTok, because that's what you do now when you've been seeing someone in one of these reality shows. You definitely go straight to TikTok to try and get as many followers as you can. My honest reaction, seeing Devani on MAFS UK 6 months after I found out he was engaged to a Greek woman while me and him were dating and planned to travel the world together. I mean, I just bloody love it. So she put a caption up saying, this man is engaged every year, I swear, along with a laughing emoji. People wanted to ask her a bunch of questions. So obviously MAFS UK for this year started filming right near my birthday, Feb 25. And she replied that she wasn't his baby mama. She got out, but told us that, but he told both of them about the show. One viewer asked how this was true. He never says anything, but she warned they're the ones that you need to watch, because he's not a chatty guy. You need to really watch him, apparently. And then somebody, a source, has come out and said something else to The Sun. Says Devani was texting this person, but everything came to an end in January before he met the MAFS bosses. I just don't know if he met MAFS bosses in January before. I don't know. That feels like too tight of a turnaround. Maybe it happened. We can't say definitely didn't. Definitely. Now she's clearly upset and has made a series of TikTok videos slamming him. They never met in person. They were never even official. Well, she's claiming that they were together. Before this video was published, she shared a string of screenshots claiming she was also dating him while he was married to Julia Ruth. The post has since been deleted, but it contained DMs and texts allegedly from Devani revealing that they were together. during the show, which is a huge call if that is true. I also feel like it's weird that she took them down. If you've got these, maybe there was some legal action that was threatened against her, or maybe she was like, oh, this isn't worth it. Or maybe he reached out and said, hey, I'm really, really sorry, but don't share all of our information. I don't know. I don't know how he got away with it. But it seems like we knew that there was something shady about Devani. Just the way he acts is just a bit off. But it kind of gets dulled a bit because for me, Julia Ruth is so grating. They're both so pretty and they're both so mismatched. It's actually crazy. All right. Someone at the start of this series who really turned me off was the alpha loving Rebecca, or I called her Jack Becky because she is an entrepreneur and apparently she's been trolled online. So she's been called overinflated and distorted because of how she looks. So people think that she's not 32. Apparently she's not far from turning 33, but people saying that she looks 42 or 52. How dare she say she's 32? There's also a bunch of comments about her cheeks and her lips being overinflated and how her face is distorted. Now, she wants to point out that her cheeks and lips are actually all natural. And then she says, don't get me wrong, everything else is plastic. I've had a lot of work done, but my cheeks and lips are the natural parts of me. Apparently, people are calling her horse face, which I mean, come on, guys. Just like, come for someone's character, how they hold themselves, what they wear. I always have a crack at what people wear, but just not their face or their body. I feel like we're above that now, aren't we? We've got to be a little bit. Before we move on to the next part, I do want to see. We've got a super chat. Super chat. Thank you, Sophie. Sophie says, hello from Ireland. Thanks for the epic entertainment. That's very kind that you would call any of this entertainment. We'll also get to some chats before we move on to the intruder brides and grooms. Who we got? Anna has said that is not natural. No, that is not natural. No filler lips. Is she saying no filler lips? People age differently. Some people older. Look at my face. What age do we think I am? Oh, actually, before we move on, because I did actually reply to people when I ask you if you're not a part of the All the Way Club, you really should be. If you go all the way with the videos, you're part of the ATW Club, and you have a code word that you have to put in to guarantee your entry. And I asked people what height they thought I was because Julia Ruth was calling out Devani for just being slightly too short. And she's all about looks. She's all about looks, this girl. And some people would say that's shallow. And I'm just going to leave that there. So I said, what do you think my height is? By the way, it's 189 centimeters. I'm 6'2". I'm sure everyone's going to say that I'm lying about it. And it doesn't matter if I stand up now because the camera doesn't come up with me. But anyway, Lee loves going all the way. Siobhan says, I feel like Devani is just trying to portray the most agreeable side of himself. Ranking sex and looks last was him trying to portray himself as a particular like. Same as the faux deep stuff. Yeah, maybe. I feel like the deep stuff, I feel like maybe he doesn't actually get to open up to people and then he had that hot chance and so he went for it. Because I feel like on times where I've been on dates before I've been in this relationship that I'm in now, I'm currently not dating anyone. Like I'm in a relationship, I'm not dating other people. God, who has the time? There would be a lot of people who would just like, because I would ask questions, that's what you do on a date. And I feel like in 2025, that is, or it was 2024 at the time, I think that doesn't happen a lot. So when you do ask people like, okay, so what is your biggest fear or whatever, people go, oh, you want to know? I'll tell you everything about me. So maybe that stuff is real. But I do agree that maybe he moved some of the things around to look like a better guy than what he is. 6'2", I thought Ari was tall. Ari's actually very tall. Internet inches. How tall is Ari? I don't know how tall he is. I don't know how tall he is. I know he's 23 kilos. How dare I shame him for his weight? No, he's a skinny girl. And I'm always like, what's your secret? What's your secret, Ari? It's because he stops eating when he's full. And I don't have that. I don't have that thing that I was meant to have. Not Davina says that you were close. And Savage Optimist says that that I'm believed. Okay, great. Oh, this is about Rebecca, not her saying everything else is worked on. Yeah, good for her being real about it. Okay, now I didn't have a lot of time to get all this together for graphics and stuff, but let's just do it anyway. Let's talk about the new intruder brides and grooms because they're going to be dropping on the show very, very soon, and we need all of the trash, mess, and drama info that is coming our way. I'm also sorry this season that I didn't do a get to know them for MAFS UK. To be honest, I didn't know I was going to do it until like 2 days before, and then I just decided. Can you tell? All right, our first one is Abby, 34. She's a veterinary nurse who's excited about the potential of finding love on the show. I'm a little bit worried for you, Abby, because I don't know if we actually find love. She hasn't been lucky in love. And obviously, that's why she's here. Her last relationship lasted for over a year. She was originally born in Reading, but spent the first 14 years of her life overseas in Lebanon before settling in Bournemouth. Let me know if that's wrong. The bride has asked the experts for an athletic, muscular man who lives an active lifestyle. Well, okay, I guess you can ask for some things, but don't be so specific on the orders, okay? Let's also move on to April, who is 31. Or April looks like she might be the drama, guys. There's just something about April's face. April's described as a no-nonsense businesswoman. Oh, she's an entrepreneur who runs and operates her own crepe stand. Oh, how excellent. That's good news. Maybe she could teach Joe how to make one so he doesn't put his nut... Oh, almost said something else. His nut cream. What did I call it? Nut goob. Goop. All over it. She has been single for 2 years. After a stream of unhealthy and unfulfilling romances, April's after a tall and confident lad. Oh, I love that height's in there. With blonde hair to sweep her off her feet. No, I don't know. Is it, how blonde is it these days? It used to be very blonde. Look how fucking insane my hair is. Also, I apologize for my hair in every video every day. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I would just let it grow and see what happens. And this, also, I love that people thought I was getting a perm, BT dubs. It's not a perm. This is just, you get out of the shower and this is what happens. All right, so we've met the brides. Let's get to the grooms, shall we? When I saw his name first, Reese, I thought that's a typo. It's like Weespa. Reese, who is 33, he's a hunky pate. He's called Reese Royce. Shut up. His name is Reese Royce, and he has previously enjoyed a brush with fame thanks to his romance with Towie star Danny Imbert. Wow, okay. The pair was smitten with each other before abruptly calling things off, and now Reese is hoping to do better with his better than his ex on MAFS. Okay. He was hoping to ditch his pretty boy image and persona and prove he can settle down. When they say pretty boy, do they mean fluff boy? They absolutely mean fluff boy, right? Yeah. His ideal bride is someone blonde, petite, shut up, with an element of glamour. I don't even need to say anything about the blonde and petite thing, do I? You get it. You absolutely get it. Let's also get to more grooms. John, who's 38, is described as a romantic Romeo. I guess you guys will have to die with each other at the end. John is half Welsh and half Italian and hoping to find the woman of his dreams for all of his charms. Geez, Grace would hate that. Welsh and Italian? Imagine how many compliments he would give you about your body. He failed to be in a long-term relationship. He's failed to be in a long-term relationship in his life. Okay, so he's never been in one. Something which the marketing agency owner puts down to giving off single lad energy. Okay, so fuck boy. John is after a brunette girl who wants to settle down and have a family. Will this be his lucky time around? No, I might hold out hope. Let's hold out hope. Did we talk about Leisha? Did I talk about Leisha or did I just move on? I didn't even talk about Leisha. Let's go back to Leisha. Leisha, she's 31. And she works in the dental industry, and she has a desire to form a long-lasting connection. She's inspired by her parents to have a 40-year marriage. Congratulations to them. Leisha is now hoping to follow in their footsteps, but her high standards have prevented her from meeting the one. Leisha has described her ideal type as someone tall and athletic. Oh, did I do that? Maybe I did. Sorry, guys. I completely forgot. And let's get to the last guy, which I know we absolutely haven't done. His name's Leo. He's 31. He's aiming to be taken out of his comfort zone by signing up for the experiment. The graphics designer has spent the last 5 years single after struggling to get over a devastating heartbreak, but now he's hoping to have a second chance at finding love. And I don't know if this is the place to do it, guys. I understand dating absolutely sucks. If you're single and you're in the chat, let me know how much it sucks. If you're single and you want to be dating, I feel like a lot of people get shamed for dating, but you don't need to be shamed for not dating, because maybe you just don't want that. So that's it. I feel like we've got some trash, mess, and drama. I feel like who's the one who I feel like is really April 31. I think April's really going to give us some drama. And I feel like Reese. I want to know more about Reese. Let's get to some of your comments actually quickly, because you guys might know more than me. Here we go. All right. So ND said, oh gosh, I'm on the Expert Week episode. I don't understand why such an intimate moment is with other people. Because on this show, you're meant to share all of the moments. You know what I mean? We only have 2 blondes. Imagine if he doesn't get the small blonde petite that he wants. Did he say petite? No, he didn't say small. He said petite. Am I perfection? Finally. That's all I wanted to hear. Trust the experts. Sorry, experts. Oh, I said it right. I'm so sorry, guys. Wasn't Paul French? Yeah. There's a chat about Paul. I love that a lot of chat has come out about Paul in comparison to Stephen. Nothing glam about petite and blonde. I know because I am one. Okay. This is good stuff. And Matt has said dating very much sucks. Okay. I get it, Matt. And people encouraging other SBAs to apply. Someone needs to. The amount of people that over the 4 and a bit years that this channel's been going, come on. So one of you has to go on. I can't. I just keep finding men. I've had two relationships in my life. I love you too. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get to some memo me's.
Memo me!
All right, no one has messaged on WhatsApp to say that they want to talk to me live, but if you do, you've got a couple of seconds to do so and we can have a little chitty chat. Mary Francis not only sent a donation to the website, rehash.com.au. Thank you so much to everyone who donates to the website. It means that YouTube gets none of the money, which me saying that on YouTube now means this video will get buried by the algorithm. Mary has some thoughts and feelings. She said that I could stop it at any time because it goes for 3 minutes and we don't have all that time.
Memo me,
Whoa.
memo me. Oh, Wilko. I can't believe you're doing a live UK show. I'm so excited.
I love your accents, Mary.
I literally would not be watching MAFS UK.
I'm so sorry.
Unless you were doing your show. You're brilliant. And this is the first MAFS UK season I've actually watched. I've watched all the Aussie ones with your fabulous show as a compliment to that as well. But yeah, this is the first year I've watched the UK one. Thank God for you. That's all I can say. Like, honestly, you bring the crack, trash, mess and drama, and I'm here for it. I love it. Yeah, I feel like the couples are like, there's only one couple that I have any hope for, and that's Davide and Kia. I feel like they're the only ones with like a real genuine connection. And I feel like
gays are good at faking it though.
Unless something goes horribly wrong, if they keep going the way they're going.
And
I
with
think
gays
they're so
it can.
lovely.
Yeah.
Sarah and Dean. I mean, they need to go home. Like, and I feel so bad for both of them because clearly they're not what either of them really wanted, you know, and I feel like Sarah's just I don't know. She's just more worried about people thinking she's been mean to him rather than the fact that she's actually been really mean to him. But it's so funny, like the way they're speaking to camera now, it feels like, do you know, like a corporate video that you'd see in work, like a training video where they're like, yeah, so today we're going to go and we're going to do this and things are going really good and we're so hopeful and la 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 la. And you're like, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. Maeve and Joe, I hope Joe's not a fluff boy.
Same.
Because I just have a wee soft spot
feel
for
like
Maeve. She's a sweetheart. So I hope he's not a fluff boy, and he's lovely to her. And as for the rest of them, yeah, Grace and Ash, don't know. Paul and Anita, yeah, Paul, per God love him, he's no, Delulu. But yeah, Steve, oh my gosh, Stephen and Nelly, like, what is, like, the guy's dead inside. The guy is dead inside. He reminds me of, you know, like those footballers who get like really arsey whenever they've fallen on the pitch and the refs try to like say,
the magic water comes out.
Here's a red card, and he gets, oh, the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's who there's so much anger there. He's horrible. It's so horrible. Anywho, I've waffled on for far too long, but I'm so delighted that you're doing a live show and it's really exciting. And I love you lots. You're brilliant. Keep it up. Mwah.
Thank you so much, Mary. That was 3 minutes and it really flew. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for the donation, also for watching over the years and for sending a memo me. Andrew also has sent a memo me. It is very, very short. Oh.
Hey Wilko, Andy here watching you
Andy.
live. Love your videos, by the way. I've just got a question for you, which is which couple do you think is going to be this year's cheating scandal?
Cheating scandal.
Absolutely love all the sound effects you do. Keep up the good work, my friend. Much love from Hertfordshire, England.
Thank you so much, Andy. I love how short and sweet that was. Very different lengths. Okay, who do I think will be a part of a cheating scandal? You know what? I originally thought it might be Sarah because of the obvious. And now I think... Oh, shit. Look, there is something... Look, they're trying to make us think that... I haven't really thought about this at all. I really thought that there might have been something in the Leah thing because Leah is really looking for love. She's trying really hard. She's trying really hard with Lee, even though Lee has built so many walls, layer upon layer of great big walls. But who do I think now? Oh, God, that's so hard, Andy. Why am I finding it so hard? I don't think, look, I don't think Julia Ruth's got anything, like, there's nothing that they're showing us, because normally they would, like, sprinkle some bits and pieces. Again, there's also nothing with Jim Rat Tats Joe. I don't think Maeve would do anything, but then again, they normally like sprinkle some bits and pieces to give us something so the rumors start and we all start talking about it, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Andy, can I not answer? Okay, let me give you an answer because I hate people who don't give answers. So I'm going to give you an answer and it's a real long shot. My answer is, I thought of saying Anita and Dean, but which I would actually support. I would actually really support that cheating scandal. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say that I think, just say it. Just say one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why do you take this so seriously? Oh my God. On the inside, I'm dying. I think it's going to be Rebecca with one of the new intruders. I just thought long shot because she's with the guy who reckons he's 9.5 all the way there to love. So that's a ridiculous pick, but I thought let's go for the long shot. Because none of the obvious ones I feel like are actually going to make it happen. Someone did say that they wanted to chat on message. Hey, El Cid, let's do it. El Cid. Okay, let's call El Cid. And see if she is there, ready to have a chat. Hey, Elsid, are you there? Elsid. No. She's not there, guys. Elsid. No. It's not working, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll do it at another time. Okay, great. All right. Thank you to everybody who has sent through super chats.
Super chat.
I really do appreciate them. Any donation that you do give really helps the channel. You can go to rehash.com.au because then it all goes directly to me. Now, we've got some new members that have joined. Thank you to everyone who signs up as a member. You'll always get the videos first. Also, remember you get that 20% discount on merch at the moment. The No Spark shirts are there. Rehash, there's also a wrong order one, which I haven't worn yet. And there's jumpers too. So if you're in a different part of the world than here that's about to get very cold, then the jumpers are so great. They're luxe. I really, really enjoy them. Hey, that's it. I think I've got to go. I think I've done everything I possibly can. Memo me's. Remember, you can join me next week for the calls. Record your memo me's during the week if you want to. Like, if you think about it, email them through. I'll always put them in. And I think, let me know in the comments if this is the best time for the live show so we can all be together and have a little chitty chat. How many people have been on in the stream? It's hard for me to tell. Okay, 241. That's good. Thanks for joining me for the first one of the season. Last chitty chats. Last chitty chats. Okay, yes. Well, we do kind of have a sasshole tea, Savage Osman. We have the one with the wig tea. So we do actually have that. Antonia said this is the perfect time. Thank you for loving the new merch. Huge thanks to the comment's gone from Deb, but yeah, Deb got some merch yesterday. I saw that order come through, Deb. That's getting fulfilled on Monday. Yeah, I do love that Lee was at least getting into the drama. I agree with that too. Any last messages? Get them through now. There was another. Thank you for the live, and thank you, Nadine, for introducing me. Oh, thanks, Nadine. Is Nadine doing the work for me? Why is our SBA on the cast? No, I'm not in the cast. No. No, I'm not there. No. Thanks so much for this. Had maths withdrawals otherwise. That's it. And, great. If you've come this far, you are definitely part of the All The Way Club. Make sure you've liked this video, and I hope this still works because I do have to say something at the end of this. But you left.